Wow. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to fix this. And you are my new lesson on my new computer.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So now, again, you can see it seems like a lot, but it's not. All right. So square roots and cube roots. So remember, the square root is just saying what number times itself is that number. So number one, everybody's going to tell me is what? Yes. So far, we're at 10. All right. Now, again, I really would like to get done. So here we go. Square root of 144. All right. Now we have to be careful. We have to be careful. Now, I'm telling you right now, square roots, what's underneath the radical cannot be negative until you get to algebra 2. Right now, there is no number times itself that will be negative 36. So for number 3, we can just say there is no solution. All right, there is no solution. That's exactly right, because if you do -6 times -6, it will be positive 36. That's why there is no solution. All right, here we go. Square root of 121. Here we go. 11, 15, no solution. Number 6. 6 is what? -2. The reason why it's -2, remember, is because you're doing the square root of 4, and then there's a negative on the outside, so it's -2. All right. So then the way it can be a negative answer is if there is a negative out in front. All right. So with that, -3, -7, and square root of 256. We don't need a calculator for that. 16. Now, what you want to try to remember is most people know 144 is 12. All right. 169 is 13. 196 is 14. 225 is 15. All right. And so eventually those are very common. It's kind of like you want to try to commit those to memory. It makes life much easier if you know them. All right. Now for the square root of 529. 23. Thank you. All right. And it's okay to use a calculator. I don't really care. All right. Square root of 361. Now, again, I'm not suggesting you're supposed to know that. All right. I don't mind. During your test, you're going to be allowed to use your calculator, so it's not really that big of a deal. What?
Oh, no, it's the next one.
Close. Yes, -14. Okay. -14. All right. Now, in math, we say we round to 3 decimal places. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing on these. All right. So the square root of -2. Everyone should know it's like -1.414. So everybody type that in on the calculator just to make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. All right. Everybody type it on your calculator. All right. You need practice. Right. And then the square root of 38 is approximately 6.164. Now, here's where I'm having trouble. Those of you guys who want to do better, you're still sitting there, not participating. The same people are saying the answers over and over and over. Come on now. All right, speak up. All right, speak up. Don't sit there. It's annoying now if you start asking me how do I do it. Everyone should have their calculator out, going through the problems with me. You're typing in the answer, every single one on your calculator, and doing it. The 3 decimal places. So square root of 249 is approximately 15.779. Does anybody not have a calculator today? All right, so the iPad, if you have a calculator on the iPad, pull it up on the iPad. You can split screen, and be fine. Is that what you're doing?
He's got to go.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Square root of 131. 11 point what? 445. Thank you. Square root of 7 approximately.
2.645.
And then square root of 52 is all right. Anybody have any issues? All right. Now, what I want to do is just wait on 19, 20, 21. All right. Now, you're trying to see if you're good with square roots as you are with what? What is this called? It's called a cube root. So that means what times what times what? All right. The same number 3 times. All right. Now, all of these are perfect cubes. So the first couple, I think you should be able to tell me. What times what is negative 125? Negative 5. That is correct. Now, are you allowed to have negatives on cube roots? Yes, because negative times a negative times a negative is still negative. I'll show you where the button is in a minute. All right, I have a problem showing you. All right, but I'm still kind of seeing if you can think it through here. So 343 is a number we use over and over and over. Everybody should be able to tell me that's 7. All right, now I want everybody to look up on the board. 49 times 7. People ask me all the time, how in the world do you know that's 343? Because please watch, good with numbers makes you better at advanced math. What's 50 times 7?
350.
350 minus 7. That's how you know it's 343, right? That's how you know it's 343. You can do them with a lot of numbers. That is 100% correct. All right. That's why some of you think I'm so good. It has nothing to do with me. I just know the patterns. All right. That's all. I'm trying to show you the patterns. All right. Obviously 24 is what? 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Here we go. Now on your calculator, if you hit the math button,
Oh, there.
do you see it?
Yeah.
So math, then go down to cube root. And then tell me what that is. 15. All right. Now, before we go on to the next problem, stop and pay attention, please. I want everyone to type in on their calculator 3375. Type that on your calculator. And then I want you to write caret. And then the cube root is the same as the 1/3 power. I want you to know that. So everybody do 3375 caret parentheses 1 divided by 3 is 15. Just like square root is to the what power? 1/2. Thank you very much. All right. So a lot of times I don't even type in square roots anymore. I just do caret and whatever the root is. If it's a square root, I just do 1 divided by 2, cube root 1 divided by 3. Some of you are not going to remember where the cube root is. That's where I'm trying to tell you, if you were looking up something in math, it's good to hit the what? The math button on the calculator. All right. Lots of great things on this calculator. All right. So help me out with the cube root is 729. 9. All right. And the cube root of -1. -1. All right. Stop with that for a second. Say it again. No, because negative times a negative times a negative. You with me? Is -1. Right? Cube roots can be negative, square roots cannot. All right, now we want to estimate the 3 decimal places. So somebody tell me 647, the cube root of 647. The 3 decimal places. Come on, guys. 8.649. Who was that? Thank you. All right, it feels good. Some of you guys, speak up. The worst you can be is wrong. And everyone in here has been wrong thousands of times. All right. So now I feel like that's good. Now I want to look at 43 for a second. Everybody jump to 43. Stop what you're doing. You're not in a hurry. it says a square trampoline covers a softball field. So here is my softball field, and it's a square. And the area is 441. Can someone tell me how to figure out what the side is?
Divide by 1/4.
How do I,
Divide by
Find the square root.
yeah, you find the square root. Why is that? Because think about it. Area is length times width. Thank you very much for that information. So because it's a square, x times x is what? X squared. Now look, this is the important part. So please listen. X times x is x squared. Thank you. So I have x squared is equal to 441. Now how do I solve that? You take the square root. To solve a square, you use the square root. So the side is 21.
And it's not a trampoline, it's a park.
Thank you. All right. Now, again, I want to look at the next page. Nothing. Same thing.
Same thing.
Same exact. All right. The only thing I want you to take a look at is just be careful is 44 and 45. All right. Is everybody with me? So I'm going to put it on pause, and then I'm going to give you 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I'm just going to go around the room. Everybody's going to tell me an answer. All right. And then we're done for the day. All right. Everything. Get it done. You got 10 minutes. Pause recording. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you which one I want you to do. Okay. So, William, we're on 19. Tell me what the answer is.
I got 12.692.
12 point what?
692.
92. All right. Thank you.
I got 961 as well.
961.
One decimal.
961.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. 12.961. Come on.
But you brought me the
No, you don't.
William, just take the square root of 168 and tell me if it's 12.961. That's all. There's a big difference with what you said and what everyone else is saying.
Well,
I'm asking you a question. Just again, do the square root of 168 and tell me what comes up.
12.9614.
Okay, so that's 12.961.
Yeah,
All right. Austin, go.
22.338.
And then give me Trimble.
Negative 14.73. Oh.
Thank you. All right. And then 28, Miss Bailey.
Negative 20.
Good. And 29, Jensen.
8.
Good. And how about 30? -9. Thank you. 31.
11.
That is true. 32. You're up, Max. How much?
6.
Do cube root of -2744. I'm on 32.
All on the first page.
Yeah, on the first page. I'm waiting. It's okay. Shh, shh, shh.
Oh, this is 14,000.
I'm asking you about 32. What did you get?
What's the 14?
Is that right? -14.
Yeah. I said negative 14.
I'm honestly,
I said negative 14.
I'm sorry. I just didn't hear you. Okay. -14.
Now you should be-
33. Go. Guys, just stop and let me finish. Xavier, we're on 35.
Google calculator doesn't have like the little pair thing where it's like this one.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Reagan, go. Shh.
6.875.
You guys are playing around too much. You think you're funny. Go. 36. Sean. All I want you to do is tell me the cube root of -805. We'll be patient. We'll wait for you. Is it not doing it on the?
Negative 9.302.
All right, here we go. 37.
11.7.
70. 3. 38.
Hold on. 38 is negative 15.683.
And then Angelina.
Negative 16.571.
And then 40.
5.656.
696.
656.
656. All right. Next.
Negative, negative 10.019.
All right. Over there, William, 42. Can you do 42? Can you do cube root?
Yes,
Tell me.
so
Xavier, I want you to figure that out though. You should, everyone else is doing cube root on their iPad.
19.876.
All right. Now for 44. All right, Austin, what are you thinking?
I got 14.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right, because we're talking about volume. And so what I want everybody to write down is I want everybody to write down here x cubed equals 2744. Everybody with me on that? So then you would, to solve a cube, you take the cube root.
So it's just 40.
So it was 14, right?
Yeah.
All right, now let's take a look at 45. Tremble, were you able to do that at all? All right, so what do you think? No, Reagan's got it.
I got 36.57.
Is that?
That's what I got.
All right, so now for those of you guys who are not sure about this, 899 feet above the ground is the what? Is the height, correct?
Yeah.
Where D is the distance to the horizontal, right? So again, the highest observation deck on the Eiffel Tower is 899 feet above the ground. About how far could a visitor see on a clear day? Use the equation. Distance equals 122 times the square root of h. So you should have just said the distance you can see is 1.22 times the square root of 899. And what did you say that was?
It was 36.579.
And then we would say, of course, feet. Thank you very much. All right. So now Jensen, are you up? Did you? Yeah, we'll just start with you. I don't care. Jensen, number 1 is what?
1.
Number 2, Ava. Number 3, go ahead, Trimble.
5.
Number 4, Max. 7, number 5,
8.
number 6. Go ahead. 13, number 7.
6.
Don't forget
Negative 6.
-6. Number 8,
7.
no solution. Right? There's a negative inside. There's a negative inside. Gray,
Negative 8.
-8. Okay, here we go. Sean, -13. Go. No, yes, no solution. Thank you. Number 12,
Number 12 is 11, -11.
-11. Thank you. 13, perfect. 14, beautiful. 15, 25. 16, William. Yeah, so that, remember that symbol is just means plus or minus. Yes, plus or minus 17 is the answer. That's all there was to it. Austin,
I have no idea.
just take the square root of 320. So what is it?
18.
Plus or minus 18 is good. All right, Trimble. Yes, plus or minus 90. Plus or minus 90.
You see that about all of that?
What?
You see that about every single one?
No, no. You're good thinking, but no. Because when we take the square root, we want the principal root is what they're calling it. All right, you'll learn more about that in Algebra 2, but that's a good observation. All right, we always just do the positive solution. Now, occasionally we're going to talk about distance. There's lots of things we can do with plus or minus, all right? But it is possible to have both answers. All right, 19, Ava,
1.5.
thank you. Jensen,
0.4.
good job. 1.8 is good. All right, now we got to speak up. Go.
6.164.
Good. Next. 9.165. Easy as that. Thank you. Gray.
19.72.
That doesn't matter to me. 25. Go. Xavier. Square root of 5.
19.
25. I'm on 25. What's the square root of 5?
Oh,
Xavier, I have no idea what you're doing.
I didn't know what number we were.
25. Square root of 5 is what?
Where we were about to-
Use your calculator. I'm not understanding, Xavier. Point.
2.66.
Come on, Xavier, you can do that. You see why I'm upset, right?
What do you mean 2.5?
2.236. Anybody else get that?
That would be 7.
Okay. Shh, shh, shh. Now, Xavier, do you know what we're doing? Right? All right. I don't understand, Xavier. Go, 26. 10.862. Next. Sean, come on.
15.166.
Okay. Over here, go.
Negative 9.112.
29.
Oh, sorry, negative 4.358.
And 30.
Negative 10.900.
31.
Negative.
Good. Next.
32 is
-6.
negative 6.
Over there,
Um,
number 33.
um, 10.
-10. How are we missing this? William, what's the matter? Guys, if you don't know how to, I just want to know if you can't use your iPad or you can't use a calculator, you got to let me know.
1,000.
-1000.
Negative 1,000.
Then the cube root of that.
We do 1 divided by 3.
Just come on.
Just the power of 1 over 3 is negative 10.
Yeah, that was
Cube root of 1, Austin.
cube root of 1 is
1. 35, Trimble.
-7.
And Ava
5.
and Jensen.
Negative,
Oh, we're on 37, right?
37. 13.
38. Yep. 39
6.
and 40. -3. 41. Good. Yeah, okay, thank you. You see what I mean, right? I'm not trying to fuss at you, right? I want you to tell me if you don't know something or you don't know how to do something. That's my biggest complaint now. I told you I have like 11 weeks left with you. I want to help you, but I can't if you don't say something. All right, Reagan, 43.
5.896.
5.896. Good. Sean,
4 is 8.325.
and then 45,
Negative 3.174.
and then 46,
9.683.
and then 47,
9.029.
48,
It's negative 9.62.
And then 49.
-8.485.
Back to you, William.
Okay. $13.921.
Anybody else get that?
Yeah.
All right, 51.
20.459.
All right, I'm happy. Again, guys, listen to what I'm saying about just give each other a break. All right, give each other a break. Don't ride people so hard. All right. Some of you think it's funny. You're hurting people's feelings, and I'm going to hurt your feeling. One, notice it wasn't feelings. It was the one feeling that you have. All right. I mean it. I'm not playing around. Yes.